So as a strategist, I always have to be careful timeline. Inevitable, it's just, first of all, it's simply the trajectory. Bitcoin has a tendency to, their stock to flow points to 135 as the next key level. So that's one level. Another level, just looking past performance, it has a tendency to lock up to 1,000 and add a 0 to 10,000, add a 0 to 100,000 next. Now, it overshot 10,000 and it's hung out at that level for essentially 4 years, 2017 to 2020. Boom, and we started, broke out above there. So it's past performance, and then you look at cycles with the halvings. Last year was a halving. Typically, after halvings, it does the best. It makes sense. You cut supply, and I also look at it. It should be doing it at a slower pace in the past because of maturity and adoption. And I look at what's changing on the demand adoption side. It's accelerating. I mean, and I don't say doing anything but accelerating. So here's a simple thing I like to do as a strategist. What's the trend? Define the trend. Is it enduring? And extrapolate to the future. That's all I'm doing. And I have to make the assessment, are there fundamental underpinnings strong enough to continue that trend? Yes. If anything, it's more so than ever. Bitcoin, as far as most portfolios, is a fraction. I hear it's less than 1%. It's fully going to get up, I think, to closer to, it's a great hedge on gold, a hedge on bonds, and it's getting there, and it's just early days. So to me, this is where we are. I don't know what trips it up, but I'm really impressed with things like the book, The Bitcoin Standard. I read it, I think it was 2018. At first, I was like, oh, this is kind of pie in the sky stuff. And every day that goes by, Seyfedin Amos' predictions have been right. I don't see why it should stop. So just that's the next key threshold. And there's a couple other indicators I watch, but I like the stock to flow. I like the tendency to add zeros from 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000. And as far as time frame, I got to be careful with that one, but I think it's the next key level. It's going to find a plateau and trade around for a while.